It's only been a week and you know that there is some self-publishing news, some hot news for you. In fact, the AAP announces there was a 6.5% increase in book sales. There is a real reason KDP is removing 2 formatting software programs. Apple's now accepting new categories. Bookvault reaches Australia print on demand. ProWritingAid rolls out a dark mode, and so much more other relevant news in the world of self-publishing. So that is for March the 10th of 2025. Without any further ado, let's make sure that we jump on into the very first segment here. I want to, of course, give a shout out to my sponsors, Book Award Pro. It's because of them that I'm able to kind of keep the lights on and continue to give you guys a great podcast here. Book Award Pro is known for 97.6% author satisfaction. They have had 550,000 plus opportunities presented to authors, and they are available across 6 continents. 10,000 plus authors have trusted Book Award Pro, and I'm among them. In fact, this past weekend, I won a new book award for my book, How to Write a Nonfiction Book in 24 Hours. More about that here in just a little bit. You want more details about Book Award Pro, head on over to my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. The Association of American Publishers just announced that the December 2024 StatShot report showed an overall publishing industry up by 6.5% year to date and down 4.3% for the month of December. So we see that there has been a significant increase from 2023 to 2024, 6.5%. But there was a dip during December. I'm kind of curious and wonder why. I definitely would love to know what your speculations are. If you ever had the opportunity, jump into my Discord server. I want to hear from you as well. But there's more details you can find out about some of these stats if you visit the show notes, and you'll be able to check out the whole piece written by the Association of American Publishers. Now, before we do get into this very next piece, I do keep in pretty reasonable contact with the team over at KDP, and this past week I had reached out to them just to kind of see how things were going, like, hey, you guys going to be going to Author Nation this year and things like that. And I was like, have I missed any pieces of news? And thankfully I asked that because I did miss a couple of pieces of news. And the very first one might be a little concerning for some of you folks out there that are currently using this formatting software. The Kindle Comic Creator and Kindle Kids Book Creator will be unavailable from March 18th, 2025. In fact, they say it will be unavailable from download from February 6th. So that means it's gone, and will not accept Mobi files for publication after March 18th. We understand this may affect your ebook creation process. We recommend you create future fixed layout files for comic and kids books in the KPF, the Kindle package format with Kindle Create, or use EPUB. When you make your book with Kindle Create, you can add guided view for a cinematic reading experience that moves readers from panel to panel or across artwork. With this change, published titles will remain live and future changes will need to be a supported file type. So the TLDR is this: if you've been using in the past Kindle Comic Creator or Kindle Kids Book Creator, you're no longer going to be able to use it. Now, if you still have it, you could probably still format your stuff, but just keep in mind that anything that is generated in Mobi file will not be accepted by KDP. It's time to move on from that format. Very disappointing. I really like the Kindle Kids Book Creator. I'd used it quite a bit with some of my kids' books. And the other piece that they had actually shared came back about the same time here. 6 tips to engage your readers with Author Follow. Now, if you're not familiar, there is Amazon Author Central, where you can claim your author profile and all the books associated with it. And then when people visit your author profile, they have the option to hit follow. Now, when someone hits follow, it's essentially almost like getting their email. You won't personally get their email. I'm just going to tell you that right now. But the nice thing is when you go to release a new book or recommend a book, they're going to email your followers that. To find out your actual follower account, you would need to log into your Author Central account and go into the Reports and Marketing tab. Underneath there, you'll be able to see how many people have followed you. So if you can, try to increase that followership. In fact, here are some of the tips that they offer. They, of course, said set up an Author Central account and claim your author page. Great, told you guys that. Update your author biography and profile photo. Another good tip. Confirm and add your books to your author page. Great. Publicize your author page. Authors can grow followers by sharing links to their author page or their book's detail page on websites, blogs, social media, and newsletters, along with a note encouraging readers to follow on Amazon to be notified on latest releases. You can add new releases and complete book details early. Authors and publishers should add new releases to Amazon as soon as they're live or available for pre-order with complete details at least 30 days before release. Early submissions are eligible for both coming soon and new release notifications, driving pre-orders and sales. Quick note, if you or your readers have already pre-ordered a book, they will not receive notifications. Recommend books to followers. Now, I told you about the book recommendations, and I didn't quite dive into it far enough, but there's like a full questionnaire that you can talk about the books that you want more people to read, the book that you is one of your favorites, so on and so forth. It's a nice extra little tab, and it reveals a little bit more about you as an author. I would recommend that if you do select some books, make sure that you stay within your genre, because then it'll hopefully help sell more books through there, and of course build a recommendation system of also bots where someone buys another book in your genre because you recommended it, and of course they've already bought that, and of course it all kind of works hand in hand. Really nice. Big shout out to the KDP team for bringing these two pieces to light. They came in late January, and I did miss those inside the KDP forum. Coming from the fine folks over at Apple Books for Authors, they want to let you know that Apple Books now accepts BISAC Subject Headings 2024 edition. You can see a full list of supported categories when selecting the subject category menu in Pages, the Apple Books Publishing Portal, or iTunes Connect. Now, the book industry standard and communications categories are essentially how you put your book into a virtual bookshelf. BISAC's not what every platform uses. For instance, Amazon KDP used to use it as a general suggestion. Now they have their own categorization system, but different platforms like, say, for instance, Ingram Spark still uses BISAC for that. So that's Book Industry and Standards and Communications Code. So you want more details, of course, visit Apple Books for Authors. And there is a complete BISAC subject headings list you can take a look at. Again, there is a link inside the show notes as per usual. Coming from the fine folks over at Bookvault, Australian printing is rolling out in the Bookvault portal. Following a month of successful test orders printed in Australia, we're excited to announce that you will now be able to print select titles directly in Australia through Bookvault portal. To begin with, we are printing paperbacks in our usual wide range of trim sizes, just like in the UK. We will not be printing hardbacks in Australia yet. However, we will be actively pursuing partners who can provide this option. All standard paper stocks are available except for 170 GSM, allowing you to print high-quality books closer to your readers while saving on shipping costs and reducing delivery times. This update is being released today, which was last week, but it may take a couple of days to appear in your individual direct sales stores. Bespoke options remain available only via UK production. As with our US partnerships, we'll continue developing our Australian print offering with more options rolling out over time. I'm a big fan of Bookvault. They have stellar print quality through the UK. Now, keep in mind that if you happen to be ordering, through Bookvault US, there is a remarkable difference between quality. Now, I'm not saying that it's horrible in the US by any stretch, but it's pretty comparable to the likes of KDP or Ingram Spark or Barnes & Noble. They're not bad, but if there's some of you out there that don't really care for that, then chances are you're probably not going to like that. So chances are likely Australia is probably going to be somewhat the same. Again, it's not bad. To me, I don't think it is. It's just my opinion. I think it looks good. UK, though, their print fulfillment over there is beautiful. You can tell that they're based out of the UK just based on the quality. Moving a little further forward, the fine folks over at ProWritingAid just rolled out Dark Mode. Hello, about time. I've been looking forward to this. We launched 2 huge features in the last month: Vampire Mode, or Dark Mode as they call it, and Manuscript Analysis. Your most requested feature is finally here. Vampire Mode helps to reduce eye strain when using ProWritingAid in low light conditions or at night. To activate Vampire Mode, you can turn it on through your profile in the web editor. You can also find it in the settings section of all your integrations. And of course, the second feature they just rolled out was Manuscript Analysis. Now, the good news is the week after next, I will be interviewing Joe Sidery from ProWritingAid about the Manuscript Analysis tool. And hopefully we'll be doing something live on my channel where we'll show you the whole process of that. Details coming here in the next week about where you can find out more information about that. Moving a little further forward, the fine folks over at Book Bounty just sent out an email to let you know that new features are dropping soon. Book Bounty is the review exchange platform. If you want to get some reviews, what you do is you put your book up to their marketplace and somebody else checks out your book and leaves a review. Now, in order to get that book checked out and reviewed, you have to read other books, and then you will get what's called bounty points. And in those bounty points, you'll be able to put a bounty out on your book. Someone will leave a review. There you go. All right, so I've explained all that. Book Bounty, great service. Now, we're all about keeping Book Bounty safe, fair, and thriving. We are rolling out enhanced billing information. This will not only keep things compliant with tax regulations, but to better shield everyone from sneaky bad actors who try to take bounties without actually delivering reviews. One of our primary missions is to have a publishing tool you can trust and that your bounties will actually get completed without a hitch. With this update, we're making Book Bounty an even stronger, safer, and more reliable place for authors and publishers to grow their reviews stress-free. This update is also laying the groundwork for something big. We're working on a brand new feature called Geo Bounties, launching soon. This will give you the power to choose which Amazon marketplaces you'd like your book to receive reviews from. Stay tuned, exciting things on the way. And if you see this message, all you need to do is press the update billing details, fill in the information. You're all set to launch those bounties with confidence. You'll see update billing details when you log in if that is needed. So there is more information that you can find out about Book Bounty if you head on over to my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/bookbounty. And chances are likely you'll probably see a couple of my books on in there. Moving a little further forward, that's right, tomorrow. And if you're listening on the audio podcast, it's today. On March the 11th, Tuesday, 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime, I'm going to be sitting down with Nate Gillick. He is the marketing and community lead for Laterpress. This is a great direct sales platform, and they've been teasing audiobooks coming relatively soon. So maybe we'll get a little bit more intel in tomorrow's broadcast, Tuesday, March 11th at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime. And then this Thursday, March 13th at 12:15 p.m. Eastern Daytime, I'm going to be joined by my good buddy Vincent B. Davis II. He is a historic fiction author and also an Amazon ads expert and founder of BookSalesPro.com. We're going to be answering all of your questions, auditing your Amazon ads. You want to go on over, and if you want your ads to be looked at, visit dalelinks.com/auditmyads. I didn't put that inside the show notes. My apologies, but I'm sure you probably can remember that. Again, that's dalelinks.com/auditmyads, or of course, visit the video link inside the show notes. It'll have that link as well. Big shout out over to Angela Eureka Smith, as she is the host of Authortunities over at Substack on March the 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be joining her. She's calling me the godfather of self-publishing. It always makes me smile and crack up, but we're going to be talking about the business of writing. This is going to be on March 21st. That's a Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a free event. There is a link over to Authortunities that you can go ahead and subscribe to her for free at Substack. And I'm going to be part of BookFest Adventure. This is a free live stream event, and it happens every spring and fall on April the 5th and 6th. There's no sign-in or login code required. They're giving you the keys to the kingdom, and you don't need to have to worry about any of all the other shenanigans you're going to get with online conferences. This was a great chat. In fact, actually, you can tune in on that. I believe it's the Saturday or was the Sunday. My apologies. That it might be April 6th, but it'll be 12:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be talking about mastering Amazon keywords. It was a great chat I had with Dave Duffy from Black Chateau and the BookFest. And going even further forward, it is 100% official. I will be speaking at Author Nation 2025. Yep, grab your tickets now. It's on Early Bird Special. I will be speaking about how to grow a thriving community that will sell books for you. That's going to be my talk, but I also will be an MC, and I also will be an interviewer, because I'm going to be going around interviewing different presenters and authors and such. You're going to find me easily. I'm 6'1", 200 pounds, and I have a bright orange shirt. So if you see me, come over and say hello. But in order to make it there, you got to go pick yourself up some tickets and get it on Early Bird Special right now. You can save $250. You use my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/authornation. Get your tickets, and I will be doing a get together with some of my friends from Discord. So if you're not on Discord, make sure you go over and join. And by the way, if you don't feel like waiting for those interviews, you want to catch an interview here more recently this past week, I got the chance to speak with one of my longtime supporters, Rita Slanina. Rita sat down. We had one of her armchair chats with an author, and it was a blast. About 25 minutes. The two of us cut it up, had a lot of fun. But go on over, check out that one, and make sure that you let her know I sent you on over there. Big shout out to Literary Titan Silver Book Award for my recent book, How to Write a Nonfiction Book in 24 Hours. I appreciate the 4-star accolade. That was really nice. You want to get yourself access to that, go on over to dalelinks.com/24hoursbook. And then I got a really nice detailed review from the fine folks over at outstandingcreator.com about wide publishing for authors. This one is an award winner as well, dalelinks.com/widebooks. And just when you thought I was done promoting everything, good friend of mine, author D.L. Tillery, of course, just put out a deep dive review of both Bestseller Book Launch Plan and wide publishing for authors in a video. And it was such, I love video reviews. By the way, if you want, there's 2 ways to win your way to my heart. First of all, A, you make me up some pizza or tacos or ice cream. There we go. That's one way to win your way to my heart. And by the way, they got to be vegan too. My apologies. And the other way is post video reviews. I love video reviews. There's something emotionally attaching to that to me, because I mean, you can sit there and look at a review and just read it and go, you don't have the full context, the emotion that's put behind it. When you watch this video, you'll be able to get the full context and emotion behind it when DL shares a little bit more about those books. And of course, you want to get access to Bestseller Book Launch Plan, which has already hit the top of the charts. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the first week. It was amazing. This was incredible. To say it hit the top of the bestseller list is it's an understatement. It hit number 1 at one point or another on all 3 of its categories. I was super, super happy with it. Boy, that would have been ironic if I would have launched this book and it didn't become a number 1 bestseller. But thank you. If you did pick up a book, you can still get a copy of it over at dalelinks.com/bestsellerbook. And that's all the news I've got for this week. I want to, of course, remind you that Book Award Pro is the fine sponsors here of this podcast. You can get yourself free to premium access, everything from the starter plan that's $0, the essentials plan at $19, which is one I use a lot, and Pro for $69, which gives you everything in the kitchen sink. Go on over and visit dalelinks.com/bookawardpro. What'd you think about some of those pieces of news? Were you aware of some of the news that KDP had rolled out in late January? I'd missed it altogether, but thankfully the KDP team got me all set, and I got you guys set as well. Let me know your thoughts over inside the Discord community, dalelinks.com/Discord. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll catch you next week. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. Special shout out to my channel members for both the podcast channel and the main channel. Without your support, some projects we do at Self-Publishing with Dale would be much harder to fund. If you want to contribute to the cause, visit dalelinks.com/memberships for details and get your on-screen shout out at the end of each broadcast. Till later, this has been Self-Publishing with Dale, and I'll see you soon.